Hi all, welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. It has been a little while since we've done an episode, but we're back and we're looking to do our episodes every fortnight going forward. We actually haven't had that many runners recently, mostly because of abandoned or washed out meetings. It's been very all over the shop with a lot of wet weather around. We've got a few runners this weekend, but again, it's not looking so great at the moment weather-wise, but hopefully that turns around and it's a good weekend of racing.
Yes, it doesn't look like it's going to be positive outlook this weekend, but hopefully we can get a bit of change. I think the whole of Australia might be getting rain or something like that over the next sort of 3 or 4 days. So we'll just have to play it by ear, which I'm thankful to our owners for being so patient. It's tough. I understand that, and a number of horses had to go to another trial just because of the weather at the moment. But it's good to see all the young babies coming through at the moment, the young horses coming through, and it's good to see some nice horses about to return to the track too. Depoy and Navis had a jump out yesterday there, getting ready for Saturday week first up. Both horses going super, really happy with where they're at. Obviously going to come on from their first up runs, but good to see them back at the races Saturday week. But this weekend, we've got a number of runners nominated, and we'll kick off the first at Bow Desert.
Although on Friday night we may have a rolling rock go around at the Sunshine Coast in a 1200 metres, benchmark 65.
Just had tiny setback the last 24 hours, which is nothing serious, but we've just got to obviously monitor and see if she's 100% to go there. It's obviously a 3-hour trip on a Friday afternoon to go there, so it's not ideal. And so I just want to make sure she's 100% before she goes around. She's been going super, this little horse. She's returned in great order. She's still not there in the coach. She's still coming up for it. She's not the biggest of fillies. She's a little light thing, but she definitely has put on a bit of size and condition this preparation. And I've really loved the way she's been finding the line in the trials and jump outs. She's tough as nails, and if she does go around tomorrow night, she'll be very hard to beat wherever she does go. And
on Saturday we head to Bow Desert with a number of horses. First one being a first starter in Make Mine Milo. First up over 1200.
Little Milo, I said to Darren Janelle about him, he's probably not blessed with the most ability, but he's definitely going to be a 3-year-old horse that's bred to get over further. But he'd be the toughest 2-year-old we've had come in the stables by a long way. He's copped everything. He hasn't sooked it at all. He's eaten everything. He loves his work. He gets out there. He's full of beans, going to the walker on and off in an afternoon. And he's just a typical better than ready. He's a great attitude, and they know what their job is, and that's to be a racehorse. He's going to need a lot of luck from the wide area. Just obviously want him finding the line, and he'll probably go to the paddock after this and have a good break and bring him back as a later 2-year-old.
And we've got Mina Senko going around again in a 1650. He's also nominated at Toowoomba on Saturday night also. Jace rides again. He did a super job getting him out of the barriers at Warwick. He's just takes a long time to wind up, and probably surprised him a little and how long he takes to wind up.
He's not a sit and sprint horse. He's a nice horse. He probably looks the best out of any horse in our stable at the moment. He's glowing in his coat. He feels well. He's got pretty crappy feet, which is his only downfall. And this time of the year, obviously, with the weather, it's not ideal for him. So he's a nice horse. He's just taken a long time to mature, and he's still got a lot of maturing to do. He's a big boy. But if he gets a bit of luck, he'll definitely run another good race. See how he pulls up after this. He might have to go to the paddock because he's had a long prep as well. But he's just a time horse, and it's been a bit frustrating because he was one of the horses that got abandoned from about 2 or 3 races. So that's the reason why he's not already up to 2,000 metres, but he's definitely going to be a much better horse once he gets to 2,000.
And the Curious first up over 1,300 this prep is drawn well in Barrier 1.
I love the horse because I think he's a big, quirky galoof, but he's not very well liked around the stable. He's pretty naughty, and he's a beautiful animal to look at. He has normally got a scar or two on his head that he likes to play around and bump it all the time. He's just a 12-year-old kid that hasn't realised what life's all about at the moment, and he's a big galoof, and the penny is starting to drop, definitely. Goresh gave him a good rap in his trial the other day, and I thought it was a great trial. I actually thought it was one of our best triallers, and he found the line super. He just needs to mature, and as I said, he definitely has his preparation, but he's still a long way to go to mature. And in saying that, barrier 1, 1200, 1300, obviously short of his best. He's going to be a 2,000 metre horse. He's going to run a big race first up, but it's just how he handles the day out at the races, pre-race. Hopefully he doesn't work himself up too much, but he's a beautiful big animal with a lovely big stride, and hopefully he can run a good race on Saturday.
And we've also got Pangea and London Point over the 1400. London Point was the last, 2 starts ago, one.
Yep. Went to the poly last start, had no luck, went up the fence. And it was a day in the poly that had to be on pace. It was hard to make ground, but I actually thought the run was pretty good still. She stuck on good. Jace has ridden her for a second. He suits this horse, soft hands, get her at the back, let her come with one crack at him down the outside. Pangea is also nominated, but probably not going to run in there from barrier 10. He's been a bit frustrated in his preparation. He's obviously been a bit slow out at times, and he's been hitting the line late, but I would love to get him on the grass on Saturday, 1400. It does look like a nice race for him, but from the wide barrier, we'll just have to wait and see if he does come in a few barriers.
And then in the 1100 last up winner, Hidden Melody, and also Rolling Rock is nominated in that race.
Yeah, she'll obviously come in a fair bit because I only run a certain amount there, and it'll obviously see how many horses scratch. Not ideal for a horse who's got a good opinion of. She's been absolutely dominant in the last 2 wins. I know I had a few people say to me it was only a Toowoomba win, but she did win by 5 lengths, and not many do it. It's hard to go up there and win on a Saturday night. And then I thought her effort to go to Grafton against 58 grade horses who won 4 and 5 race, and a 6-7 year old who had 50 starts is never easy to do. And she was dominant once again. Jace's ride in the last start was super. She's a really nice horse. She'll possibly just have this one more run, and then we'll head to a paddock and give her a good break. She's done a super job this preparation, and she's ready for the city next preparation.
And on Sunday we've also got Rolling Rock and Hidden Melody in at Mawullumba, so again another option for them.
Yeah, we'll just obviously wait and see with the weather, but Mawullumba's obviously been in a place that's copped the hammer in a rain, so it was very wet last week at their races, so I guess it's just going to have to take it by the next couple of days and see what we're going to be up to over where the horses are going, because obviously the rain. So hopefully we don't get much and we can get a few of these horses back out on the track.
What would be your best bet for the weekend?
Wherever Rolling Rock goes, she'll be hard to beat. She's ready to go. She's obviously a horse that gets over further. I'm aware of that, but 1200 first up, kept a bit fresh. She'll be very, very strong to line, and of course, obviously Hidden Melody should be short odds, but 2 fillies, they're going really well.
And I guess as we're speaking about Jace earlier, it's been great to watch him progress over the last month and a half as he started his racing career. I think he's had about 50 rides for 11 winners, which is a great strike rate. Yeah,
he's done a super job to kick off his career. He's a great kid. He's working hard. The winners haven't changed him who he is. He's a good humble kid who works his butt off. He's out this afternoon doing some boxes, and that won't change until he's a fully fledged jockey. So he's a champion kid. And it's awesome. Where I get probably more of a thrill seeing him ride winners than what we do. Trainer winner, obviously it's great. Trainer winners, I know that, but seeing where that kid's come from and to see what he's doing is super. And I might be pretty biased, but I think he's going to be a serious apprentice on the rise, and who knows, a couple of years' time, probably see him in Sydney or Melbourne or wherever he chooses his destination to go. But his parents, as we said a number of times, done a great job with him, and he's got some nice rides coming up. He probably could be ready to go to the provincials yet, but we'll just keep pulling him back, putting a bit in his mouth, and just keep him out to the country for as long as possible. That 3 will obviously go down to 2 when he rides 20 winners. So it is going very quick, but he's got a good head on his shoulders, and excited to see what he can do over the next few months.
Last week we also had our first lot of yearlings come through the stable for their first week. Had a little look around and then headed back out to the paddock, and we were very happy with all of them.
Yeah, the farm's done a tremendous job, Washpool. I take my hat off to them. It's not an easy job getting some of these babies ready. And first day we walked in, all three of us looked at us like we had 5 heads, but they came around pretty quickly, especially little Colt. One of Ray's, he's a beauty. He didn't know what was going on when he first came in here, and he settled in perfectly. Great mind, typical Rothsay, just do their job. And had a little Parada come in. She's a beautiful filly. She's obviously going to be a filly that takes a bit of time. She's got lovely long legs, and she's just got a beautiful action, good attitude, which all 3 of them did. They all had tremendous attitudes, which helped so much in teaching them what their job is. And then obviously the third one's a Spirit of Boom, which you don't need to tell many people what they're like. They're bomb-proof horses that do their job, and she was ready. She could have honestly put a saddlecloth on her and taken her in the races. She would have handled it all with ease. That's the sort of horse she is. So excited to get them back. We've got a number of babies coming in over the next number of months. Some take more time, some don't. Some have nicks and bumps already, and some are up and ready to go. So exciting time of year. Obviously the sales are at the moment. We were lucky enough to get support and get a number of weanlings, which it's exciting. Not just obviously have race horses and up and ready to go at the moment. We've got young horses coming through. It's exciting to see the young horses come up, especially how much they change. We went and looked at the younger horses that we purchased, earlier this year, and they grow up to be completely different horses already in a few months' time. Obviously, a bit of work stimulates them. Some need to be gelded, some don't. But it's an exciting time of year. Sales are definitely pretty loud for a few weeks, but it's good to have a lot of people up here, and it's a good time of year.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and good luck over the weekend.
Thank you.